let me just put you up on the big screen.
Alright.
We are 10 game developers gathered, about 10 people, of 8, 10 gathered, and we are very happy to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you all for your time.
So I will just make a quick introduction to you. So over the past 4 days, we have been doing business development with these 3 gaming teams, and the main focus of the workshop is to enable Swedish game developers to work with the MENA markets. So as I wrote to you, really what we would very much like is some insights about how you work in Lebanon, how you see the market, and afterwards we do a Q&A. Some may ask very specific questions to gameplay for the MENA market, and some may ask for business development. But we thought that as an introduction, maybe we could just make a quick elevator pitch. We have only 2 teams left here, but if they could just tell you what they are doing, so you have an idea of who you are talking to.
Yes.
Do you want to start? Please come up here.
Yeah, okay. I call on the cameras in the computer.
Yes, you have to stand somewhere here. Yeah.
Can you see me? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Can you hear us?
Yes, now I can.
Perfect.
Hello?
Hello.
My name is Jonas, and I represent the game Unseen. Unseen is a platformer game where the player will overcome obstacles by switching between 3 characters with different abilities. What we aim to make in this game is to allow the player to experience a journey through a spectrum of emotions, and those emotions will right now are loneliness, fear, loss, and confusions. These emotions are feelings we all can relate to in different ways, and they are very real, especially for children. We think we have an opportunity to be the first people to ship a game revolving around these soft emotions to the MENA market.
Cool.
And that's the game.
Okay. Where can I see the game later? Can I check the games online or to see how it's...
You can see a concept of it on I don't know what the website is called. Unicorn7.org. You can.
So, Peter, can you send me?
Yeah, we will send it.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
And I'm sure they will have some questions afterwards, but I think we will do the other elevator pitch from the other team, and then you know your audience, and then you can talk a little bit about what you have been working on.
Great.
So,
Nice team.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good. We are going to pitch a company. We're going to be, we are Forpic, and we see a lot of games with amazing ideas fail, and we know why. What a lot of these games have is a good concept that was kind of flawed in execution. It often takes many companies years of trial and error to get this right. What we mean is that these games lack certain quality. This could be an issue of visual quality, anything from pre-production to usability to whatever. The whole gist of it is that to resolve these issues, you need to identify the exact problem areas and find innovative ways to solve them, and you need to make sure that these elements work together to provide the kind of experience your players need and deserve. You could do this by trial and error, of course, but we offer services that help you save time, effort, and even future issues. This applies to the meter market as well, because not only are we competent individuals, but we also have real-life experiences living in the Middle East, especially. That's
interesting. Okay.
all right.
Okay, so
Thank you.
thank you very much. So that's the two teams we're working with. Now, please let us enlighten us with your experience from Lebanon, and we are looking forward to hear about you and what you have done and etc. So the stage is yours.
Okay. I would like to start with an introduction. My name is Atme. I'm a game designer and visual artist. I started my career 4 years ago at Witcher Studios. I was the game designer and the senior UI designer. I gained my experience in the gaming industry by working on more than 15 games, between Android games for clients and personal IPs. Then I founded my own indie studio, Abjatron, alongside with Michel Ayoub, and we developed our first game, Upward, that won the Netherlands Game Awards 2013. First, I would like to start by discussing a concept that was a success in the Arab market. Developing games for the Arab market is one of the most challenging tasks due to several fractures in the weave of such ecosystem. These fractures are caused by lots of conditioning forced by the socio-poly-religious regimes of the Arab region. Such conditions creates lots of barriers for developers as a sender and the user as a receiver to form a healthy web of give and take communication. Therefore, we as developers are obliged to bow under the tight rules in order to communicate our ideas in a decent form that will find its way in the user's psychology without interfering or disturbing his psyche. A best example of a successful title in terms of consistency and revenue is Falafel's game Knights of Glory. Knights of Glory is an MMORPG game that simulates the historical era where Arabic kingdoms fought against each other for domination and power, and you play the role of an Arabic leader whose job is to take strategic decisions to enrich his kingdom and win all the wars. The game is monetized through the monthly subscription model, in addition to virtual merchandise where the player can buy and consume inside the game. By creating such concept, Falafel tackled the core of the Arab user's mentality and the centers of pleasures in a simple trivia game-like mechanic, where the reward is what all Arabs want subconsciously: power, domination, and leadership, while preserving their kingdoms. What made the game spicy was creating the story based on historical facts of the Arab battles for settlement and development. This point pushed the user to identify and relate to the game simply because it's a told history with a mixture of interactive actions in a mode of heroic and patriotism feel. I would like now to discuss the next point, which is the marketing in the Arab regions. Video games marketing in the Arab region is a shy topic to tackle due to the lack of experts and specialists who can build and design focused marketing strategy for digital contents. That's why at early stages most of our games are marketed using the word of mouth between friends and families, for the fact that we're living in small communities. And depending on the value of the game, this natural flow of spread soon will reach higher exposure. For example, there are lots of reliable tech TV shows with a decent fan base that are interested in showing digital products like games and applications, in addition to magazines and newspapers. Also, social media platforms could take part in boosting the application. And if you're lucky, you will get contacted by a publisher with an experience in the Arab user's behavior who is willing to publish and market your game. As for my personal experience with my game Upward, winning the Netherlands Game Awards has helped a lot to make our game floating on the surface for the public to see and interact with. I would also like to add that the game community play a big role in such marketing acts, but unfortunately, in the region, we lack such forces due to the fact that most of the people don't have the proper knowledge of the power of such industry as a power of change on several governmental scales. My third point is how we as developers are surviving in the Arab region. It's hard for us as game developers to survive in such region where digital form of arts are still in the early stage of development. But with time, certain number of people are accepting such tools of communication, and this conversion in their belief system has created a spark of opportunity which opened a door for us to communicate and develop our ideas and implementing it in the wheel of economy. Therefore, we adapted to this evolution and started by creating the ground base for people to accept the concept of video games as an empowerment ingredient to add on their advertising campaigns in order to reach a bigger audience with wider age groups and more saturated niche. And then the concept of advert games became popular. This shift in the advertisement industry has secured game developers financially and socially for them to develop more creative and passionate content that can stand on an international level and plant the first seeds of such matrix. And this combination of stable commercialism and turbulating passion is what we feed upon as game developer to survive in the digital desert while hoping someday the passion